in here, but I'd like you to take a couple of minutes because you were talking about, again, you're talking about combat and survival and stuff. Would you have time to share the story and however much detail you want when you confronted the Republican Guard Iraqi in the bunker? And again, you don't have to get too graphic or anything, but I have a feeling you were angry. But I don't know if you have time on that or how much you want to share. But that's it's a really good story because that was, quote, hand-to-hand action right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and my good friend, DJ Johnson, who owns Pioneer Arms down in Florida, go check him out. He's a good friend. Makes great guns. He makes them. The guy's always been skilled. Well, him and I were in Desert Storm together, and we were clearing out bunkers. And, DJ was up on a 50 caliber machine gun. And he come up and was showing me this pair of binoculars. I said, well, I got to go out and clear this bunker. Well, this bunker, you go down. And in the beginning, we were throwing in hand grenades. And, well, they were worried because there were chemical weapons. Saddam had chemical weapons. And they were worried that sometimes there would be things down there that would really, really hurt you if you just throw it. So they said no more throwing hand grenades in the bunkers. So you had to go in and clear these things. These bunkers, when you went in, you had to make a hard, sharp turn either to the left or to the right. And it was done that way, and there was always a curtain up, double curtain. So it was very dark in there. And like I had told you, I come into that place, and I had my rifle in my hand and literally came smack face to face with an Iraqi soldier who, we were locked in immediate hand-to-hand combat. Okay. I'm talking, I got my rifle and I push him up against the wall as hard as I can. Angry, not as much as it was just methodical movement. You know what I mean? Because when you start getting real upset and angry, of course you got the adrenaline going. There was definitely adrenaline there. But I was worried that DJ was up there on the 50 cal and then he was going to lay in with that dang 50 cal. You know what I mean? So, you didn't really do much, but I was looking around. It was so dark, I couldn't see. I didn't know if I was in there with one person, two people, 10. I had no idea. But I know I was locked in with this guy. And eventually he was screaming, I was yelling in his face. And, eventually I got myself turned around to where I could butt stroke him real good and just started laying into it with my fist as hard as I could. And he quit, he stopped. So, I didn't kill him, so I know that a lot of people are like, oh man, he must have took a bayonet and stuck. No, I didn't. Did I beat his ass? I beat his ass good. I did. And I beat other men like that before. But that guy was trying to kill me. Once he was subdued, I drug him out of that bunker, and there was my buddy DJ up there going, hey, buddy, what's going on? You know what I mean? So, and tied his arms up, and carried him outside. Blood all over me, blood all over him. But that's an up close and personal thing that happened to me. And the two times that I engaged in hand-to-hand combat in two different wars, I did not kill the guys. Okay. So most people like to tell war stories. I'll tell you true stories. Okay. The second time was on January the 30th, 2005, and we'd been attacked. And we had come down into this area, and we was clearing this area, and this guy come out from behind this truck. Now, I had my bayonet on my rifle. And immediately when he came out with his hands down like he was coming at me. And I turned around and I slashed with my bayonet, and I did cut him pretty good. There's a video that shows him, treating some of these guys. and same thing, just fast, violent. Look, I trained in Comrack Boss, man. I'm telling you right now, the stuff that they train the Israeli special forces with, you learn if you're a little guy or a short guy, you get up on them and you start using, you don't just take these big haymakers, you start using your elbows and your hammer fist, and you just really can work somebody over, a big guy especially. This is a pretty big guy. So I'd already cut him with the bayonet, and I was already had come around and hit him, you know what I mean, and caught him off guard, got him up against a car. And again, same situation. Got your back pinned against the wall, big guy, and I'm going to wear you out just as much as I can. I tell you what, there's some people around here that almost got that treatment here one day, just because they was running their mouth about stuff. And it doesn't matter how big a person is. I'm telling you, if you react quick and with extreme violence, okay? Because if not, they're going to kill you. That's what I was thinking. And so my guys come around, and by the time that I got this guy pummeled down, and pummeled him down, I did. And I broke his collarbone and some other things, but I didn't kill him. And then once he was subdued, we got your hands behind your back, and we sent him to go get treated and sent him on off to Abu Ghraib. So, I mean,